Hello everyone, good morning. So in this video tutorial I'm going to discuss about computer network lab. Okay, so today we'll discuss about a very important lab, that is VLAN. So we'll be doing the lab of creating VLAN and trunking. Okay, so what are these? I'll be explaining in short. So first of all, what is VLAN? Okay, so if we are going to explain VLAN, so the full form is virtual LAN. Okay, so I think you already know what is LAN. So LAN is a local area network. Okay, local area network. For example, if there is a network in a building, for example, in a building there are a number of computer or network devices are there and they are communicating with each other. So this comes under LAN, right? So what is a virtual LAN? So virtual LAN, we can say that it is a sub network which can group. We can say it is a sub network which can group together, okay, collection of devices on separate, okay, LANs, we can say. Okay, so what does this mean? You can see the definition: group together collection of devices on separate LANs. Okay, so let me explain this with the diagram. So let us consider a building. For example, this is a college building. Okay, sorry, and there are floors. Okay, so this is first floor, this is second floor, this is third floor. Okay, so this floor, it belongs to the IT department. This floor, it belongs to your students, you can say. This floor, it belongs to the employees. Okay, so we can say that there are number of PCs. Suppose there are number of PCs here, and there are number of PCs here, there are number of PCs here. Fine. So if this belongs to one LAN, you can say, okay, this belongs to a particular network, a particular floor, we can say this belongs to a particular floor. So if this PCA wants to communicate with, or if you want to place this PCA and PCB in same network, okay, you can say same network. So this is possible using VLAN. Okay, so you can see that although while looking at it, while seeing at this building, we can see that, okay, this PCA belongs to a network, PCB belongs to a network, PCC belongs to another network. But what is possible is we can group together this A and B at same network, this and this PC at same network. For example, we can say that we can place this A, B and C, all three PCs in the network of 10.0.0.0. Okay, similarly we can place this and this PCs in the network of 192.168.10.0. okay, similarly we can place this all PCs in the network of 11.0.0.0. okay, so this is possible using VLAN. So I hope you are getting my points. So what we are going to do is, in this lab, what we are going to do, we are going to simply build two network, okay, using a simple switch. So these are two switches. Okay, so this is the logo for, or we can say this is the icon for switches. So we are going to connect, okay, two PCs here. Fine. So this is one network and this is one network. So let me tell this is one network, this is one network, and here I am connecting two PCs, each having different IP addresses. Okay, for example, the IP address of this PC is 10.0.0.2 and this PC is 192.168.10.2. Similarly, the IP address of this PC is 10.0.0.3 and IP address of this PC is 192.168.10.3. okay, so you can see that this belongs to one network and this belongs to same network, but they are in different LANs, we can say. Okay, this is one LAN, this is one LAN, but we are going to connect the two pieces of different LAN to same network. Similarly, these two pieces of different LANs to same network, that is the network of 192.168.10.0, and this belongs to the network of, this both belongs to the network of 10.0.0.0. okay, so this is how we create the VLANs. And similarly we are going to connect these switches, okay, so that this can communicate with this and this can communicate with this. So this is called trunking. Okay, this is called trunking. So we are going to do the commands for this VLANs and also for the trunking part. Fine. So for trunking, what we'll do, I'll tell you in packet tracer. So let us start with packet tracer. So I hope you have opened your packet tracer. So what we are going to do, I'm going to use two switches. Okay, first of all, so let me take two switches here, two switches. Okay, and then I'll take PCs. Okay, so let me take this PC here, this PC here, again this PC here, and this PC here. Fine. So I'm going to connect this both. So I'll use a straight through wire. Okay, so using fast Ethernet, I'll be connecting to this switch. Fine. So fast Ethernet 0/1 I'll be using, again using this, again fast Ethernet 0, and here I'll be connecting with fast Ethernet 0/2. Okay, fine. Next, here I'll be connecting again with fast Ethernet 0, and here with 0/1. You can use any port if you want. Okay, it's not necessary you have to use same port. 0, and then fast Ethernet 0/2. Okay, now I'll be doing the trunking. So for similar devices we'll be using crossover. Okay, so that's why I have choose crossover. So for trunking, what is the condition? You need to use the same port. For example, if you are using 0.4 here, you have to use same port, that is 0.4 here also. Okay, so keep this in mind. If you are not using the same port, you will get an error. Fine. So these are my connections. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give this PC. Okay, I'll just write here as a note. I'm going to give this PC as IP address of 10.0.0.1. Similarly, I'm going to make this PC for same name. So I'm going to give the IP address 10.0.0.2. Sorry, .2. Similarly, I'm going to give this PC the network 192.168.10.1, and similarly I'm going to give this PC the network of 192.168.10.2. Okay, fine. So these are the IP addresses. So let us go and assign the IP addresses here first work. So I'll go to the PC, I'll go to desktop, IP configuration 10. In IP I'll be typing 10.0.0.1, and subnet marks is automatically it will come. Similarly, this PC I'm going to desktop, I'll assign my IP address, that is 8.10.1. Okay, similarly subnet marks, okay, automatically it will come. Next, I'll go to this PC and I'm going to assign the IP address, that is 10.0.0.2. okay. Similarly, this desktop I'm going to give the IP address 192.168.10.2. okay, fine. Next, that's all for the PC part. So now I'm going to configure my switches. So let me consider this as switch 1 and this one as switch 2. Okay, so I'm going to name this network of 10.0.0.1 or the network of 10.0.0.0. okay, so this 10.0.0.1 and 10.0.0.2 both falls on the network of 10.0.0.0. Similarly, the IP address of 192.168.10.1 and IP address of 192.168.10.2, they falls under the network of 192.168.10.0. so I am going to name this 10.0.0.0 as VLAN 10. okay, and similarly I am going to name this network of 192.168.10.0, okay, this network as VLAN 20. okay, so VLAN 10 and the name will be student, these two PCs are for student, and VLAN 20 the name will be faculty, so these two PCs are for faculty. Fine. So let's start with configuring switch 1. okay, so let's configure switch 1. okay, so what we'll do is, I'll explain very briefly. So we're going to switch 1. okay, so in my case it is switch 0, so it is just the name of the switch. So switch 0, I'll go to the CLI, that is the command mode. okay, So after you go, just enter. So you'll see this big bracket one. So as I told in router case, so this is the unprivileged mode. Okay, so we have to bring this in privileged mode. So what we'll do, we'll type enable. Okay, so after enable, you'll see this is in privileged mode. So now what we are going to see is in this switch whether there is any VLAN or not. Okay, so we are going to type the command show VLAN brief. Okay, so you can see if I enter this command, you can see you'll get this table. So this is the status of all the VLANs that are available in this particular switch. Okay, so you can see that there are VLAN 1. Okay, and again there is a VLAN 1002, VLAN 1003, VLAN 1004, VLAN 1005. Okay, so these are some of the active VLANs. So in this VLAN 1, you can see the name is default, and these are the ports available here. So all these are the ports. If I'll do this big screen, you can see. So these are the ports available in VLAN 1. Similarly, this VLAN, all these VLAN, they are default VLANs. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to create our own VLAN, that is VLAN 10 for student, VLAN 20 for faculty, and we are going to place the port numbers. Okay, for example, you can see this 0/1. Okay, this 0/1 belongs to which VLAN 10. Okay, similarly this 0/2, it belongs to VLAN 20. So in similar way, we are going to place these ports, the port number VLAN 0/1, VLAN 0/2 from here to our particular VLANs. Okay, so same way you can see same scenario will be there. There will be VLAN 10, VLAN 20, the name will be student, faculty, and the ports will be for student it will be 0/1. Okay, for faculty it will be 0/2. Fine. So let us start with this. As I told you, so we are going to, first of all, we are going to create a VLAN. Okay, so for configuring the VLAN, we'll go to the config mode. So it is config terminal, or you can write config T. Okay, so what happened? Okay, spelling mistake. Config T. Fine. So we are in config mode. So we are going to create VLAN 10. So I'll just type VLAN 10. You can write any, you can give any name or any number to the VLANs. Okay, so VLAN 10, and I'm going to name this VLAN as name student. Fine. Similarly, I'm going to create VLAN 20. I'm doing this command for this particular switch. Okay, VLAN 20, and I'm going to name this as faculty, FACULTY. Fine. So this I'm going to do for switch 1. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign the ports number. Okay, I'm going to assign the port number for this particular VLANs. Okay, so let us first what we'll do, we'll first of all do the naming of both the switches. Okay, and then we'll go and assign the VLANs. Okay, so let me exit and show you. So VLAN brief. What happened? So VLAN. Okay, I think I have to exit once more. Okay, this is in exit. Okay, this is in hash mode, I think. Yeah. So VLAN brief. Fine. So you can see previously there was no, these two VLANs were not there. So now there are two VLANs, that is VLAN 10 and VLAN 20, naming student and faculty. Fine. So let's go to switch 2 and do the same thing for this also. So CLI, I'll go to CLI, and then I'll go to enable. I'll type so VLAN brief. You can see there are no particular VLANs that we want. Okay, so I'm going to just create the VLANs very fast. So VLAN 10, same VLAN you have to do. Okay, I have to go in config mode, config T, and then VLAN 10. Okay, I hope you are getting this. Okay, so I'm creating VLAN, I created VLAN 10 for this, VLAN 20 for this. Now I'm creating again VLAN 10 for this and VLAN 20 for this. Okay, so that this both will be in same VLANs. Okay, again I'll name it as student. Okay, similarly VLAN 20, and I'll name this as faculty. Fine. Okay, so let's exit, and again I'll see. So okay, sorry, yeah, so VLAN brief. Fine, you can see again these two VLANs have been created here. Fine, so you can see in both switches we have just created the VLAN with their name, but we have not assigned any port numbers. Okay, so now I think you will be able to answer my question. So this particular VLAN, this particular IP address, or VLAN 10 we can say, we have to assign the IP address, we have to assign the port number FA0/1. Again, this particular VLAN 20, we have to assign the IP address FA0/2. Similarly, in this switch also, for this particular VLAN 10, we have to assign the IP port number FA0/1. For this particular VLAN 20, we have to assign the port number FA0/2. Fine. So let's go and assign the ports. So again, I'll go to first switch. Okay, switch 1. I'll go to config mode. Okay, and then what we'll go? We are going to this particular port number. We have to go inside this particular interface, and we have to give it the access of VLAN 10. Okay, so what is the command? Interface FA0/1. If you are doing, you are going inside this particular interface, and then we are going switch port. Okay, mode access. Okay, we are giving this port access to this particular interface. We are giving it mode access, and similarly we will write switch port, okay, access VLAN 10. Okay, so we are giving this port number the access of VLAN 10. Okay, so that's all. So exit, we are doing exit, and similarly for interface FA0/2. So you can see it has become orange. So again we are going to interface FA0/2. Same thing I am repeating. Okay, same thing, just it is for FA0/2 is for VLAN 20. Okay, so same thing I am repeating. Switch port mode access. Okay, next is switch port access, switch port access VLAN 20. Fine, see, so I have given the access of 0/1 and 0/2 to VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Same thing I am going to repeat for switch 2 also. So I think the same ports. So I am going to interface. Okay, first let's go to config mode. Then I'll go to interface FA0/1, and what I'm going to do, switch port. Same thing I'm going to repeat. Okay, switch port mode access. Okay, and switch port access VLAN 10. Okay, similarly I'll go to interface FA0/2. Okay, switch port mode access, and switch port access switch port access VLAN 20. Fine. So if we'll exit, and if I'll do VLAN brief, you can see now this particular student has got port number FA0/1, and this particular faculty has got the port number 0/2. Similarly, if you go to switch 0 and C, the same thing will happen. Fine. So what is this? Now both switches I have done, PCs I have configured. Now even after creating the VLAN, if you are going to this command prompt, and if you are trying to ping the same VLAN PC, that is 10.0.0.2, you can see. Okay, so this 10.0.0.1 and 10.0.0.2 both are in same VLANs. Okay, so I'm trying to ping both. They both should communicate with each other, but you can see there is no communication. Okay, because we have not connected this both switches. Okay, so this both switches we can connect with the help of trunking. Okay, so this is called trunking. So now what we are going to do, we are going to trunk both the switches. Okay, so as I told you, the condition is this both should have same port numbers. Okay, so let's go to switch 1, and I think we have to configure this in config mode. So I'll just exit once. Okay, so it is in config mode. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to that particular interface, that is interface FA0/4. okay, so I'm inside this interface. Now I'm going to command for trunk. Okay, so the command is switch port mode trunk. Okay, so trunking is done. Very simple. Okay, similarly I'm going to this switch, I'm going to config mode, config T, and same thing. Okay, so I'm going to interface FA0/4 and I'm going to command it as switch port mode trunk. Fine, so trunking is done. Now initially this was not able to communicate with the PC of the same VLAN. Now let me ping once again. So let me see. Okay, this would be green for the communication. So let us wait for some time. It's still orange. Okay, so let's wait for some time. No, it's still the communication is not done because this is still orange. Okay, now let's see. So I'm going to this PC, I'm going to command prompt and let ping this once again. Okay, fine. So you can see it's communicating very well. Okay, similarly if I'll go to this PC and I'll communicate with that particular command, that is ping 192.168.10.2. okay, so you can see very well it is communicating. Now let's communicate with other PC 10.0.0.2. okay, so it will not communicate. Okay, you can see I'm trying to communicate, you can see here, no, it's not communicating. Okay, so I'm trying to communicate this with this, it will not communicate. So using VLAN, this can communicate only with this, this can communicate only with this. Okay, so in this way you can build a secure networks. Okay, for a student, a separate network, so that only students can communicate, no faculty will be communicating. Similarly, a separate network of faculty, so that only faculties will be communicating, no students will be communicating. So either they are in any floor, that doesn't matter, they can communicate with each other. Okay, so I hope you understood the VLAN very well. If any query, you can comment me and subscribe our channel for other related videos, and thank you. Stay